Assembly will now take a decision on the peaceful settlement of the question of Palestine and the implementation of the two-state solution. Those in favour of draft resolution A/80/L1/revision 1, please signify. Those against? Abstentions.
The General Assembly is now voting on draft resolution A/80/L1/revision 1, entitled Endorsement of the New York Declaration on the Peaceful Settlement of the Question of Palestine and the Implementation of the Two-State Solutions. Will all delegations confirm that their votes are accurately reflected on the screen? The voting has been completed. Please lock the machine.
The result of the vote is as follows. In favor, 142. Against, 10. Abstentions, 12. Draft resolution A/80/L1/revision 1 is adopted.
The stated intent of the international community as expressed at the United Nations since 1947 has consistently been the establishment of two states, Israel and Palestine, living side by side in peace and security. In 1974, the question of Palestine was reintroduced in the General Assembly's agenda, and since then, it has reaffirmed the inalienable rights of the Palestinian people to self-determination, national independence, and sovereignty. Deliberations during the preparation for the conference confirmed that the international community continues to believe that there is no substitute for a two-state solution. In 1988, India became one of the first countries to recognize the state of Palestine with firm support and commitment to the two-state solution. I am pleased to underscore that India led by example in this regard more than 37 years ago. The conference offers an opportunity to reflect on the path traversed thus far in the journey towards achieving peace through a two-state solution. Our efforts must now focus on how to bring about a two-state solution through purposeful dialogue and diplomacy, and bringing the parties to the conflict to engage directly with each other. Reaffirmation of support must take the form of actionable steps that pave the way for the two-state solution. Identification of such steps and their implementation modalities demand our collective attention and effort. Friends, let us be clear on some basic prerequisites. First, the humanitarian assistance pillar demands our immediate attention and action. The human suffering in Gaza continues unabated. Tens of thousands have been killed and many more injured. Several medical facilities have been damaged or destroyed. Children have been deprived of schooling for more than 20 months. Humanitarian aid needs to flow without impediments. Second, let us also not forget the plight of the hostages and their families. There can be no justification whatsoever for terrorism, for addressing any root cause or political grievance. Third, Palestinians in Gaza must have access to food, fuel, and other basic necessities without hindrance. Humanitarian assistance is vital in sustaining life and must remain outside the realm of politics or conflict. Fourth, civilians, including women and children, have the right to lead normal lives. In the years ahead, meticulous reconstruction and rehabilitation efforts of a substantially large scale will be required. To this end, India takes note of the plan endorsed by the leaders of the Arab states. We stand ready to do our share in this important task. Distinguished co-chairs, economic prospects and viability for a Palestinian state are crucial. While aid and support are essential for the Palestinian people in rebuilding their lives, it's equally important to create hope and economic structures conducive for investment and employment. India has been making concerted efforts to bring about a tangible impact on the daily lives of the Palestinian people by implementing human-centric projects in diverse sectors. The total commitment by India on this front stands at around $160 million. In doing so, we have also partnered with the Palestinian Authority and the United Nations. Another vital aspect is security. A stable arrangement that suitably caters to the security needs of both sides is necessary. Neither party should feel insecure. a sovereign, viable and independent state of Palestine within recognized and mutually agreed borders, living side by side with Israel in peace and security is a prerequisite for enduring peace and sustainable development. India has been clear on the measures that must be undertaken in the short term: an immediate ceasefire, sustained and unimpeded humanitarian assistance, a release of all hostages, and the path of dialogue and diplomacy. There are no alternatives to these measures. We appreciate the efforts of all friendly states that have facilitated such measures between the parties. Co-chairs, the overall sentiment in this forum is clear. It is also India's earnest desire to see peace and calm prevail in the Middle East. Lasting solutions are required to achieve this. Certain action points are emerging from the conference. Following up on them is the key. Let us not be content with paper solutions, but strive to achieve practical solutions that actually make a tangible difference in the daily lives of our Palestinian brothers and sisters. India expresses its complete readiness to contribute to this noble endeavor. I thank you, co-chairs.